weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
He may go.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson.
His 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Falcons go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Okay, break. 43 rail. Hustle, hustle. Hut, hut.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Ready?
On the give, here's McBride.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The Saints at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Hey, check mega. Steal, check steal. Ready.
On second down, here's McBride.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Down.
Second and a couple.
Shovel 38. Blaster 6. Smack red. Set.
Looking to throw.
McClure.
Over the middle, complete. That's Leonard. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36.
Shot 17. Watch the middle. Hill green. Set.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those. Talk about controlling the football and controlling the drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
Ready.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Blue, go. Set, go.
And now a run with McBride. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Ready.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
3-3. Ready.
Back to throw. McClure. And he's got his man on the out route.
And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And you look at the Saints defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit. The 7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll set up to throw.
Right back to Pitts again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
To throw again.
McClure.
Throw left side complete. That's Nash. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Set.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Red, yellow. Cut.
From the gun on third down. McClure.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
142 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's McBride.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. McClure.
Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play.
The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes, but how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
Well, shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want it in their hands at all times.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Red, cycle. Back cut.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Okay,
The
ready?
full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Drill, 52. Ready, ready.
Off the play fake. McClure. And he finds a man on a crossing route. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Yellow. Steel, black.
Back to throw again.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Blue striker. Yellow, zoom. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Throwing after the interception, McClure.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Down.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Hut, hut.
Throwing again, McClure. Looking left side, and it's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Ready, ready. Green jack. Needle blue. Hut, hut.
A final shot before break. McClure is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
On the ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
6, measure. Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Strike. Check. Strike. Ready.
A run here with McBride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
8 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd down. McClure. They'll set up the screen to McBride. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. McClure firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Check. Hut. Check. Hut.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Here we go.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. McClure. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball.
but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Robinson up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
159 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Robinson with another carry.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 8.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't like giving up a block. They'll have something to work on as they get into practice next week.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Off play action.
McClure finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st down, it's McBride. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
A gain of 9.
Yellow, 1. Cut.
They'll keep it on the ground. McBride.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Right, 60.
First down and 10 yards to go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
They go play action here on first down. And his pass incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
It's taken to the 26. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Flag blue. Rail, yellow. Set.
Looking to throw. McClure.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set.
Up the middle they go. It's McBride. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Shot, 17. Check Fury. Check, Hunt.
On third down, McBride. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
White. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Okay, right. Red, cycle. Fury, yellow. Steel, black.
Throwing on first down. McClure flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
22 needle. Ready?
Now a handoff up the middle. It's McBride.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Hey, go Fury.
On first down, McClure. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Black shot. Hut.
Looking to throw on second down. McClure. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Green Jack. Hut.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Claw, 10. Needle blue. Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. McClure. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Here's Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in, complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Fights through him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw.
McClure. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On the set.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Smash, red. Drill green. Set, cut.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They've got his man complete.
And he is going to have the Saints first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. Olave over the middle.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Go red. Ready, ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here now, 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Right, 97. Claws red. Ready?
On 1st and 10, McClure. Throwing left sideline complete. That's McBride. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. Job here by the Falcons, their hands team able to recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to perhaps salt this one away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Coaches talk all the time about the value of special teams, and we have seen it in this game, Charles. Not one block kick, but now two of them in this contest.
And always, always, always we talk about adjustments during a game. Offense and defense, series to series. Rarely do we talk about special teams. Someone didn't adjust from block 1 to block 2, and it really cost them.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. Well, there you go. Said your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now they'll audible to something else.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Butker now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
This is 1st and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Here's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
This ball intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Saints are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for New Orleans, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside